All right, all right. I want to welcome you guys to the Financial Education Services Overview. We're going to be getting started here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and make sure we record. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Financial Education Services Overview. As you're coming in, say hello, where you're dialing in from or where you connecting with us from. I see Deirdre out here from Mississippi. Welcome, Anthony, out of Baltimore. Esther out of Phoenix, Arizona. Go ahead and let us know where you're joining in from. Hey, we see Tracy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Baltimore in the house. Shantae out of Athens, Georgia. Miko, Atlanta. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you're coming in, Monica from Atlanta. Wow, you guys have packed it out. Elizabeth from Conyers, not too far from me. Boynton Beach. Oh, wow. How you guys doing out there? We got Tucker. That must be Tucker, Georgia. Vivica out of Cincinnati. We're going to be getting started in just a moment. Hey, Lauren out of Iowa. Lauren out of Iowa, as you're joining in, go ahead and just let us know where you're connecting with us from all over the nation. All right, Chastity, Greenville, South Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you're coming in, go ahead and let us know where you're connecting with us from. West Palm Beach. Hey, April, how are you? How are you? All right, we're going to be getting started. We're just going to get started right about a minute after the hour. Iris out of New Jersey. All right, Benet, Savannah, Georgia. You guys are definitely connecting in on tonight. Welcome. All right, Deandra, Winterville, Georgia. All right, okay. Stockbridge, Georgia. All right, Mississippi in the house. Kamak, Georgia. I don't know if I ever heard of that piece. I got to find out where that is. West Palm Beach again, Shaquita. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're going to go, just got about another minute. You guys go ahead. You still got a little bit of time to get people on to hear this powerful information on tonight. A lot of people's lives are being changed and going to be changed on tonight. So as you're coming in, go ahead and just say hello and drop us a note. Let us know where you're coming in from. We got just about a half a minute left as we're allowing more people to come in on the here. Okay, Rushi, Atlanta, welcome, welcome, welcome as you guys are coming in. Okay, let's go on and get this party started. You'll have an opportunity to answer some questions in just a moment. I just want to welcome you guys here to the Financial Education Services Overview. We're going to share some information that's definitely going to be empowering and going to educate you when it comes to your credit and your personal finances. My name is Nicola Smith Jackson, and I'm going to be sharing this information. Very excited to be with you on tonight. As we are here, moving on, we're going to be talking about the keys to financial freedom. And, our goal today is for you to learn the secrets to financial literacy and how to master the power of credit, as well as the 5 myths about credit. We're going to be talking about that and how you can get negative items removed from your credit profile fast, like even if it's your fault, right? We're going to give you the formula for perfect credit. This is what most creditors won't tell you, as well as how to position yourself with the best interest rates available for future purchases and how you can start getting out of debt, right? So you can stop going from paycheck to paycheck. And we want to show you, for those who are interested, how you could work from home and build a big business where it doesn't even interfere with what you have going on now, of course, with mentorship. And, I just want to talk to you a little bit about why I'm here, a little bit about myself. My name is Nicola Smith Jackson. I'm a senior regional vice president with this company, Financial Education Services. It wasn't always like that. My husband and I have had what people consider success, but money, success, it doesn't come with instructions, right? There's some bumps in the road. And I learned about financial education services because of a wake-up call for myself. I ended up with a $50,000 tax lien with the IRS on my credit report. Good enough that I had a friend that I was able to be honest with, that I was able to share that challenge with, and she gave me a solution. It's what I'm about to share with you on today. And it's extremely important that you pay very close attention, write down some notes. I know some of you probably have attended presentations before. You leave and you feel like, maybe people are just trying to sell you something, or, you felt it wasn't going to be a waste of your time. That's not going to happen on tonight. What we're talking about is literally making a huge impact in people's lives. Fast forward, even though I have run organizations of well over 300,000 people in 30 countries, I still remain humble and open to information. And that's why I'm here now today, helping a lot of people. And you know what? It's important because there are a lot of people out here with less than perfect credit. People are unable to buy homes and cars because of their poor credit. People are inundated in huge debt loads. And so they're going to work, walking around with their heads held down because their personal and financial affairs are not in order. And many people, even though they're going to work every single day, they hate their jobs and they wish that they could have options. Options is what people are looking for. A lot of people out there want to make more money. They can't even afford an annual vacation, and they're just not where they want to be in life, and they're looking for a solution, just a plan of action. And so we're going to talk about some situations that many of you may know, may not know, and it might be even your situation. In America right now, you got 43 million people that have a 599 credit score or lower, and nearly half of them don't know what their credit score is. So, with that being said, if people have a lot of debt, they don't have a lot of savings. Most likely, people having less than $500 in savings, access to that cash. You got nearly half of Americans that have no retirement at all, and only a few people are on track for their income goals when they can't hustle anymore. And so many people don't have a will, trust, power of attorney. I had a will, trust, power of attorney, but it was very expensive. It was $3,500, and they would charge anyway from $500 to $700 an hour to just update it. Very expensive. So a lot of people don't have these things in place because they just simply can't afford it. And because of this, we have a lot of money going out the door. People are not being able to pass on from generation to generation money from like insurance policies, bank accounts, pensions, things like that, because some people even have insurance policies from their first job and they forgot about it. And so guess who keeps that money? The insurance companies. Why is all of this happening? Well, of course, we went to school. Many of us finished high school, went to college. Sometimes we got degrees. Even for myself, I hold licenses in real estate, insurance, have owned salons, been an entrepreneur for well over 2 decades. But even with all of that, our formal education did not teach us about our personal finances or even how to really be successful. And that's where we come in. That's what we're going to be talking about today. A company, Financial Education Services, for short, FES. And what we do is we provide that education we all needed a long time ago when it comes to your finances and success. We also have services that will protect you with your identity, your credit, your family, your finances, as well as giving you a very promising future. A lot of people, they don't have to live in dim and grim. There's some options out here. So a little bit about our company. Mike Toloff and Paramount Nayak, they're the founders of FES. And they founded the company in 2004. They're headquartered out in Farmington Hills, Michigan. They maintained an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and well over 100% annual sales growth. The company, even just last week, said that they've had the largest growth since the history of the company. We just keep doing that. I mean, 100% sales growth in annually is modest. We have started to exceed that. And with all of that, the company has been able to scale. They are still a debt-free company. They're still the same executives since the company's inception. And that's extremely important, especially for those who, may have be thinking about getting involved with us, and you have, strong relationships with people. You want to keep that, and so what they did is they came up with a powerful tool. It's called a protection plan membership. And this is a suite of services that helps you to protect all those things that we just talked about, including positioning yourself where you will now be able to be approved for any loan. Just imagine walking into any bank or having a conversation with any realtor or, whatever lines of credit you need, or even just to be able to make sure your kid goes to the school they deserve. All of these things are extremely important here. And I need you guys to understand that the protection plan membership is a huge solution. So what's inside the protection plan is we do emphasize on credit, because your credit score is like your vital sign. People are monitoring it all the time. It's impacting what you're paying on your insurance premiums and interest rates, whether it comes to car loans, home loans, credit cards, things like that. But when you don't have great credit, you're being denied the ability to rent, purchase, or even, get decent jobs. 60% of employers are running credit checks. And so it's costing you a ton of cash over the course of a lifetime, from $200,000 upward to $1 million for many people. So we're going to talk to you about this formula for perfect credit. And so you need to know that if you're, joining us online, where you can see this beautiful chart here that helps you to really understand. When you begin to master this here, and along with our services, you could be well on your way to boosting your credit score really fast. And so what you got to know is that there are 35%, a huge chunk of your credit score calculation goes into payment history. Those are all those things like your late payments, your charge-offs, your repossessions, your foreclosures, all those things, like when you went late on Macy's and you, for whatever reason, you got ill and you couldn't pay the medical bills. All of that goes into just 35% of your calculation of your credit score. But another very large percentage that people need to be mindful of is the amount used, especially when it comes to like revolving debt, like your credit cards. That's 30% of your credit score. And then the length of history is 15%. So we know people have used some other companies sometime. They wipe everything off your credit report, don't show you how to add back the proper trade lines or give you specific recommendations of what you need to do to boost that score. But that's 15% of your credit score. So you got to definitely hold on to good credit, and we want to show you how to have that perfect balance. And then 10% and 10% goes into new credit and the types of credit that you have in your credit profile. All these things go in to creating the perfect formula for great credit. But there's some other things that most people don't know about credit, and that's why we still have so many people in the dark when it comes to maxing out and understanding the power of credit. So the first myth we want to talk about, we're going to give you about 5 of them on today. And these are the ones that really stand out. There's more, but we want to give you the ones that stand out on tonight, because obviously when you start using our services, you'll get much more information. But we want to talk about these credit agencies. Are they empowered with some type of government authority? I think that people know exactly the answer to that, especially with the big breach that Equifax had, and they realized that the government was on their back, and then people start turning their back, including their CEOs. What you need to know is that credit agencies, they don't have any legal authority at all. They're private companies, and their business is selling our credit information. And you want to understand that you do have rights, and we want to show you how to leverage those rights and protect yourself. Also, the second myth is about credit agencies. Are they required to keep negative items or derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years? Well, you need to understand that just like I said, they're private companies, and they have to follow due process of law. And what you need to understand, that these items can stay on your credit report for up to 7 to 10 years, but there's no law to say they can't be removed prior to. So you need to understand that they are supposed to automatically drop off. But let me explain something to you. We get clients all the time with items on their credit report that well exceeded that statute of limitations. And so if you don't request for it to be removed, it can just stay on there indefinitely. We've seen that happen. Myth number 3, about the information in your credit report. Can we change this, or is it illegal? Or are you, really like going against morals and to remove or to alter your credit report? You want to understand there's a law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FICRA law. This requires items be removed if they're not 100% accurate on your credit report. And you need to understand this very, very big fact. There's federal and state laws that definitely want to enforce this for you, but you've got to get in action. You've actually got to get involved in pursuing and protecting your credit. Myth number 4 is paying off a past due debt. Is that going to help your credit report? And I can tell you one thing, is just because you pay that debt off doesn't change or erase the fact that you went late. You weren't paying that as agreed at a particular time, and that's still going to remain on your credit report until you do something about it. But can you do something about it? Absolutely, you can. And our 5th myth that we want to share with you on today is talking about inquiries. You know, are they derogatory, and will they affect your credit standing? You know, even what we're talking about right now, I'm in the process. I'm shopping for a new vehicle. And because I understand so much more about credit, I get to do my homework, and I get to know what it is that I'm going into prior to being an educated consumer. And so I'm not going to allow just anyone to just pull my credit to decide, am I credit worthy to purchase their vehicle. Just think about how silly that is. You have to take that vehicle home, pay the bill, and you have to get permission. You just got to position yourself for power so you can walk in empowered into any dealership, into any person that's going to pull your credit, knowing prior to them what's happening. So you don't want a ton of people pulling on your credit. This will erode your financial credibility, and it can damage your credit if it's more than one or two. And so then your prospective creditor, they're going to look at your credit report, and then they're going to think you're desperate. And you know what happens? These are the people that get denied, or these are the people that get stuck or hit with massive, massive interest rates. And so you want to be able to know how you can restore your score. And that's with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's been in place since 1971, 40 plus years, okay? 40 plus years now. And you get the right to investigate or dispute anything on your credit report that's inaccurate, has any errors, obsolescence. It doesn't matter what it is. And I'm going to say this one more time. It does not matter what type of item it is on your credit report. That can include late payments and charge-offs, judgments, foreclosures, tax liens, collections, medical bills. It does not matter what it is. You get to leverage your legal right and remove these items with our protection plan membership. And so our partner here, the 501c3, the nonprofit division, why is this important? Because we get to get these items deleted off your credit report like very few other companies. First and foremost, as a 501c3, we're able to dispute all the negative items at one time. Once you become a client with us, you will have a portal where you will have not only all of the services we're going to discuss today, but you'll have this dashboard where you can see your beginning credit score, your calculations. It will also give you some powerful credit education, and you will be able to have a progress report where you can see exactly as these items are being deleted from your credit report. You get to see the progress. You're not going to be in the dark. And even if you're like in the process of buying a home or car, you know when you're ready, and you can share this information with the professional that you're working with, as well as if you're trying to keep this up for a job. And so United Credit Education Services is that division that's been around for nearly 15 years, that's removed close to 1 million derogatory items from people's credit reports already, and we already have tens of thousands of satisfied clients, right? No one wants to be the first client, and you're not, and we're going to back whatever we do with 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. What's going to happen inside of that protection plan membership? We're also going to give you a positive credit builder. We're going to address your debt issues with Debt Zero. We're going to give you a credit attorney so you can have a defense team on your side. People have been breached, huge, huge breaches. Our credit attorney will hop on it, get you back in place ASAP. You're going to be able to monitor your credit, so you don't have to keep going on all these other websites trying to figure out what's happening. You have your own credit monitoring that gives you real-time credit scores and credit reports 24/7, as well as LifeLock comes along with our services, the #1 identity theft protection. And so people who are with our services currently, if they were breached during that huge Equifax breach, literally they are covered up to $1 million if they were at loss. Okay, and then we also are going to give you some things to protect your assets, like the will, trust, power of attorney, and financial and medical lockbox. These are very important things for you to have your act together when it comes to your personal finances. It's really about time, don't you think? I know for me it was, to get everything organized, and all of this is easy to use, and you will have the client support. Again, like I say, the client support available. And so the protection plan protection plan membership does come with some other benefits too. You're going to get some huge discounts when it comes to prescription drugs, travel portal. We're partners with Priceline, as well as discounts on online shopping. and very, very important, coming back around, insurance solutions. You get to call professionals, get the right answers, so you make the right decisions for you and your family. And so, let's talk a little bit about some people who've used our services that are very satisfied clients, like Johnny and Sandra Moeller, who they got a bankruptcy removed and they were able to purchase a home. They got a low fixed interest rate and it saved them almost $1,000 per month. Now we know that most people are in 30-year mortgages. That's the average. And so when you're talking about $1,000 per month, you do the math. And so even in 1 year, that's $12,000 for the year. When you're talking about, Yvette Reed, she started the services. She was able to get her score increased and also lower her car insurance premium by $2,000 a year. $2,000 a year, that over $200+ a month can make a huge difference for people. And like Mr. Vinny Hall out of Westminster, California, in 45 days, got a tax lien and a foreclosure deleted from his credit report. And now he's back in the game. I mean, we know California is probably the most expensive real estate market in the nation. And we know with tax liens and foreclosures, you're getting denied. And so now Mr. Vinny is back on track. All of this is going to be housed in our protection plan membership. You go to fesprotectionplan.com. You go in, all your services are there. You don't have to go to multiple websites. You get to interact as well with, your credit, counselors. If you need to, call our corporate office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And whoever invited you to hear this information can also assist you. And so the question is for you, what does this cost? Well, it's over $10,000 individually and $400 a month. That's why most people don't have these things in place. It's extremely important that you do, though. We're seeing so often right now, why is it important? And so for you to get started with the services, it's just a one-time $99 activation fee, and it's $89 a month thereafter. There's no contract. So again, it's just $188 to get started and $89 a month. And I know you see that as a very big value. And so when you want to compare us, just in case you want to do a comparison, because most people do, and that's okay. You're a smart consumer if you want to compare, but there is no comparison to FES and many of these other companies that offer similar services. So when it comes to credit restoration, the protection plan is going to give you that credit restoration, the will, trust, power of attorney, valued at thousands of dollars, credit monitoring, identity theft protection, debt elimination, and then also an opportunity to earn money. Now you got our, competitors like Lexington Law. They may offer you a few of those things, but definitely not all of them. You got Sky Blue out there. They start charging additional fees for many of the services that are included in our protection plan membership. You got creditrepair.com. They start charging extra, for identity theft protection and credit monitoring, things like that. And then you got some other companies that's just all they do is credit restoration. And that's definitely not all we do. One of the other things that we do is we give back. We give back to our community. We're giving $2 for every protection plan membership to the YFL, and we're bringing financial literacy into the schools across America. We're giving away huge amounts of money, $180,000 we gave away earlier this year, and every year that pot increases. You had a young man that walked away with a $25,000 check and a few other very, very well-deserved people who walked away now with much more money going to better schools. And so obviously what we shared with you thus far is super important. Don't you agree? We know a lot of people need this. And so if that's what you came for, you're trying to apply for a car loan, a home loan, and you just wanted to get your credit restored, you got the information you need. You want to get back with the agent who invited you here and ask them about how to get started and what do you need to do. But if you also are a person who say, you know what, I can see a lot of people needing this, and I definitely can see the benefit of even getting those services for free, financial freedom can be just ahead for you. We know that a lot of people today would love to be able to control how much money they make, their schedule, how quickly they advance, some benefits, and when will they retire. A lot of people's future is very dim. And so we want to introduce you to a concept, very unique. It's called hybrid marketing. This is where corporate America meets entrepreneurship. We have the training, professionalism, structure like corporate America, but entrepreneurship, you get to write your own check, and we show you how you can write that check big. So we have two divisions, how we get paid. We can do corporate accounts and we can develop a business, okay? And so we actually help industries that need qualified buyers like mortgage brokers, car dealers, real estate agents. We help them now fill their pipeline with buyers who could actually buy. And then we have loan modification companies, bankruptcy attorneys, tax professionals. They are encountering with our clients all the time, and they're able to guide them into needing the services. So you don't have to bug your friends and family, although when you start sharing what we do, your friends and family are going to want to be on board. Many of them may not, but that's okay, because that's not what you need to be successful. Let me share with you what's going to happen. When you go out and you share our protection plan membership, for anyone who enrolls in that protection plan membership, they start at $188. You could earn $100 per customer. There's no limit to the amount of customers that you can acquire. So if you needed $300, well, you just enroll 3 customers. You're also going to earn a $12 per month residual income. So we have a very simple system, and all we say is you want to strive for 5. I want you to say that, strive for 5. As our comp plan is very, very lucrative, we want you to know how you can achieve or even move this from the blackboard to your bank account, because many people see presentations, they start businesses, they never make money, and we want to make sure that that's not you. We want to position you where you can have the income potential of, even if you got 5 customers a month, you can earn $500 a month. What could that do for you and your family? What about 5 customers a week? That's $2,000 extra a month, right? Just with the protection plan memberships. And 10 customers a week can be $4,000 a month for you. We have people who are moving to that position in like 90 days and less, earning that type of income. But we also can show you, hey, as you develop some more corporate accounts, you get the training, you get the mentorship that we offer, you actually can have, 20 customers a week where people are sending you their unqualified buyers, turning their, trash into now some treasure for them. That could even be a 6-figure a year income. But we want to show you something. We want to show you a better way, right? A better way is to develop a business. J. Paul Getty, the first documented billionaire, says that it's better to get 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own. If you're 100% responsible for your income, more than likely you're running out of cash. And so we want to show you how you can acquire more bonuses with our customer acquisition bonus. And it's very simple. You as an agent can decide you want to start and build a team. You can go out and build out some other agents, maybe connect with some of those people out there that need qualified buyers. You can now become a referral agent who goes out and get more referral agents. Now, if you go out, let's say your name is John and you go out and you share this with Amy. Amy goes and get 2 protection plan customers. Do you remember how much money Amy is going to earn? Well, $200, plus she's going to start earning $12 residually. But you, John, are going to earn a $100 cab bonus. Now, the cab bonus works like this. You earn from $100 to $550 depending on the level you are with the company. And so what does that mean? The more people that you share this with and your team share this with, you get to move up unlimited levels up to $550. What you need to understand with this is that as you go and get promoted to our next title, which is called a field trainer, you're at $160 level with the same 1-to-2 ratio. And anytime an agent get 2 customers, that $550 is paid out. And depending on where you are, you just pick up your bucket of cash. So you are agent, you're getting $100. At field trainer, you're earning $160. Senior field trainer, you're earning $240. And sales director, you're earning $380 a cab. I want to put a pin right there for a moment. Sales director is where you want to go. We have a business plan for a sales director position within 90 days of being with our company. And if you follow that plan, we've seen people do it in under 90 days. But 90 days, even if you don't have prior experience, you could become a sales director in 90 days with our company. Sales directors earn an average from $4,000 to $6,000 a month with us. Then now the next level is regional sales director at $430 a cab, executive $475, and then now vice president $500 a cab. Vice president is where now you begin to enter the six-figure club with our company. Our team now, we've been here just a little over 3.5 years, and our team have now 36 vice presidents. Very, very exciting. And that's telling you that there's room for growth and that people are growing. And then regional VP all the way up to senior executive VP at $550. Now, just to know, I've been with the company as a senior regional VP, and I can tell you, there are so many people who are having immense success. And so it just all starts off with that duplication. You want to create those field trainers first, and now that moves you into sales directors. And you can just share this with people all over the nation. We know that there are people on this webinar all over the nation right now. And so it does not matter where you live. We have a huge, huge, huge and powerful system and support for you to build your business nationwide. Just like many of you guys, you connected with us, we have a social sharing system to help you build your business as well as help you to sustain. Look at that sales director, about $5,000 in CAB bonus. All they're doing is the same thing, and they will begin to share this information, build out field trainers, help other people succeed. And that could be you, about $5,000 a month in the next 90 days. Or, once a week, it could be 20 grand a month. We have several agents earning this type of money and above. But what if you did this twice a week? You can definitely earn more if you just follow the Strive for 5 system that we have, that also not only would lead you to those CAB bonuses, but it leads you to a 5-year retirement. If you want to build our business with us and you want to join this movement, just understand the Strive for 5 is the way to go. Do not complicate it, right? Do not complicate it. We're sharing with you here on tonight exactly what we've done to create now a 7-figure income with this company. And so I need you to understand that it is possible for you, right? We've been in this industry now nearly a decade, right at a decade, helping other people be super successful. So don't worry about that unless you're not ready to work. We're not telling you it's going to be overnight. We're not telling you you're not going to have to work, but we are letting you know that it's possible. And so you got 5 agents and you go out and all they're doing is striving for 5. Year number 1, you got about 30 people on your team. Year number 2, now that thing is just duplicating on down to year number 5. Got about 19,000 plus people on your team. That's a $75,000 a month residual income. Residual income is where you want to be. This is where you can't work as hard anymore, but you definitely need the checks to come in. Bills are not going to stop. So your check should not be slowing down. Listen, if you don't get that 100% right, even at half, 50% is $30,000+ monthly residual. At 90% wrong, still $7,500, as well as we have some strong other incomes that's available to you too. Our infinity bonus, as you get to that sales director title, you're going to earn from 0.5% all the way to 2.75% of whatever that income is, the sales that came into your business. That can be additional bonuses on top of the direct commissions, on top of the CAB bonuses, from $50 all the way over to $100,000 a month at max. And just understand that there are leaders, like I shared with you, at vice president, they get an extra $1,500 on top. Regional vice presidents, they're getting, a little over 4,000. Executive vice presidents. We have all these titles in our team, 10 grand, and senior vice presidents. We have 3 of them on the team getting an extra $22,500 a month on top of their check every month. And senior regional vice president, $62,500 every month. So we're not talking about things that we're, just sharing. We're talking about things that we're experiencing. And then this also leads us, as we're moving into a close, our R&R club. As you're building those protection plan memberships, whether they're customers or agents, it's going to move you into rest, relaxation, and retirement. You accumulate 500 protection plans. Now you're going to move into where the company will give you a $600 monthly Audi payment. Then you get a one-time $10,000 bonus. Then they move you into a $1,500 upgrade of your car allowance. You have to keep at least 1 Audi. Then you get a $25,000 and a $50,000 bonus. And then now we move into a monthly house payment of $5,000 a month, and also a retirement bonus into the retirement vehicle you choose, whether you got an IRA, whether you have a pension, whatever, $25K a month, matching whatever your residual income is that we discussed. you get 100% match, as well as lifetime bonuses up to $250,000. So if you're not very clear on where you're going to be 5 years from now, it's time you start hanging around people who do. Here are just a few of our top leaders here. These are some of our Audi drivers. It's so much room at the top for you. And also, you need to know that R&R Club is valued at over $3 million annually. And this is true wealth and freedom. And so you're going to get the support and the training with our FES Momentum Society. We will give you the best information. We create trainings just so that we can make sure you have equal opportunity for major success. You're going to learn how to build out the corporate accounts and sell the protection plans, how to manage a team and understand the comp plan, how to become a successful leader, and the right attitude. And so here are some of our leaders who are super successful, like Warren Barrowfeld, who was watching his income go backwards. And he said FES was exactly what he needed in the trainings. Hard work. Now he's a vice president, R&R Club member. He said with this type of money, his future is no longer a concern for him. Now here we have Wayman and Gene Kempson. They were real estate brokers of over 30 plus years. They were depending on closings, and sometimes they had to wait for weeks and even months to get paid. Now they're doing FES full time. They're executive vice presidents and they are R&R Club members. We also have David Moon here out of Annandale, Virginia. You know what? He said he was a radio broadcaster and he was barely making his ends meet. A lot of people out here, you know, are not where they want to be, but David Moon, he did something about it. And now he's a regional vice president, R&R Club member. He said, you know what, he's no longer doing broadcasting and he finally has his dreams back. And so as we are here rolling to a close, we need you to know that you need to decide where you fit, right? Just know that there is no pressure. It's okay. It's not a problem if you don't see FES as a great fit for you. But you may know some people that do. And so you can provide some referrals for the person who shared this information with you. Or you might just want to get the services. It's $188 to get started, $89 a month for you. Or you might want it all. You want the services, you want the opportunity, you want a game plan on how to get started. It's just 3 simple steps for you to become an agent with us. It's just $288 for you to enroll. That includes your enrollment fee and you get the protection plan membership. You're going to get a website. You're going to get agent and customer support. You're going to get the tracking system for your sales. You're going to get paid every single Thursday of the week. Every single Thursday, you get access to the marketing materials and the training, and you get some tax advantages. You're going to get all the services, the protection plan membership. Remember, when you get 5, your services is free. You'll also get a life insurance policy that's valued up to $100,000 that will be paid out to your family with no medical questions asked, no medical exam. Now, we're also going to show you the last step is start exposing this to people. That's what you're doing here. I am right now presenting for several agents simultaneously. All they have to do is invite and expose people to what we do with FES. But all you got to do is start thinking about people that you may know that need a boost in their credit score. They don't have a will, trust, power of attorney. They got a lot of debt. Maybe you know people in the real estate or mortgage industry, or maybe auto or banking. You know people who are frustrated. They're looking to make some extra money and they just want a system. They want support. They want track records and proven results that they can follow. And all they have to do is share the FES opportunity. We already have the respect and the credibility. You just edify and promote what it is that we do. And you just want to go ahead and get with the agent who invited you and get started today. Okay. And so all you need to know, there is an opportunity here for you. I know that there are some people that may have some questions. We want to welcome you to the movement. This is not just a team. This is not just an opportunity. This is a movement where we are empowering people to become entrepreneurs so they can now start knowing what's next for themselves. And so if that's something that's for you, we'd love to welcome you into the FES family. I know there may be a few questions here. Let's see if we can take a few questions. If you do have any questions, absolutely. If you have a question for us, you can go on in the chat. We'll take just a few questions, and then we'll also go offline and allow anyone to answer any questions. Just right, $50K a month. I just collected that bonus there, that $50K bonus a month, and right around the corner from that house payment. So thank you, Jay Lake, for that question there. I'm glad you're excited about our R&R Club, and it's real and it's true. We're here for you. So if you have any questions, you can get back even with the client or the agent. We know people time is very short here, and so we want to allow you to get back with them, get signed up, and if you have any, let's see what's here. I think someone had a question. We just want to allow people, if they did have any questions, to go ahead. If you did quickly have a question, the protection plan, does it ever expire? No, it does not expire as long as you're paying your $89 a month, or if you have 5 active protection plan memberships. If they are customers or agents, it does not matter. It's free and it will never ever expire. As a new agent, is there a better approach to gain new clients? There are several approaches to gaining new clients. We have passive ways and we have direct ways. We have offline, online ways. Very, very skilled trainers that will train you exactly what to do. What's the great way to approach a big business? We have a whole system of how to approach corporate accounts and how to actually get corporate accounts going. There's even some discounts for large groups as well. And so these are some excellent questions, and just understand that once you're on the other side, that you will be well trained in how to accomplish, and you'll be mentored. How many countries is FES in? FES is a national United States base. It's based off of the United States Social Security number. So that will be United States, Puerto Rico, Guam, and U.S. Virgin Islands. And then we will be expanding sometime into some other areas very soon. Okay. Hi, is there an independent company? You'll be always presenting my business as FES. No, there are many companies, even my company is Success Strategic Partners. You could add this as an auxiliary service into your current business. You can add us as a vendor or as a partner. People do JVs all the time or joint ventures all the time. So you do not have to relinquish yourself as a business owner. You can make it as FES, as being your vendor or what have you for your company. So these are extremely great questions. Go ahead and get with the agent who invited you on the call. I'm going to take this last question. If you currently have other work and take this on, how much is required of you to see returns on your FES business? Well, I can tell you one thing here. That's a very good question. One of my favorites too. You know, it's all about what you want to get out of it. You know, there's a huge law of sowing and reaping. And also there is some powerful laws of leverage. And so for people who are super busy, and if you want to add more hours to a 24-hour day, you add more people to your team. Most times your team is not going to have the exact schedule that you have, and we have a great support system for people who have busy schedules. Most of our agents either have other businesses or they work jobs, and they have been able to now have choices. Many of them have fired their bosses and fired their jobs and have made FES full time, but that's not a requirement of you. It will only be a choice of yours. So with that being said, we want to welcome you to the movement and also welcome you to the FES family. Take care.